Goddess Cosmos, Angels, Ancestors, Wayshores, Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council, Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, divine protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this? Broken bloodlines, backfires, are bringing golden chosen one's global glory. Ooh. With what has occurred, yeah, 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Lies that led you to being left out in the cold. Some of you are going to be suing the absolute neutrons off a motherfucker. This is like suing the judicial system that failed you. Leaving you out of something. But what is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I love you too. And I hope you guys are having an absolute glorious Wednesday. An absolute glorious week. Seems like your week's gonna get even better for those of you that are resonating with this. Because it seems like this is a message about the judicial system at one point writing you off or deeming you incompetent and crazy, where you're going to be able to come up against the judicial system stating that with what you receive, because it looks like this has been appealed, what you receive is going to put you in a position to really take these individuals, these broken bloodlines within a position of power head on. Because it looks like it's your spiritual practices. And this is freedom of speech and freedom of religion they went up against. So you're openly spiritual. You may be posting about it, you may have a platform about it, but in order to mark somebody as incompetent, you need to have proof that they are on some type of substance, they are homeless, or that they are unable to take care of themselves. And it looks like here you've been taking care of your babies, your fur babies, your household, and yourself without any outside help other than the divine. So there's been an appeal, and you know what? There were 2 Galactic Golden Nuggies that commented on my video yesterday, commented on one of my lives yesterday, stating that they had won in court up against a karmic familial unit. Congratulations. Seems like I'm picking up on that energy. There's a wave of justice coming through, where you are being guided to go up against broken bloodlines in a position of authority and power. Bloodlines that failed you, therefore they failed their test. In the reverse, ships coming in. This is about you maintaining balance, but this is also about ships coming in the reverse, which means individuals did not want this to come in for you because they wanted to hold on to it. But you stood in your power and you trusted a higher power, and a situation has been balanced out. So yeah, some of you, 7 of Wands, you got an ancestral, we got an ancestral unit making moves behind the scenes to ensure a victory. And this is also you going up against these individuals that never felt like they would be seen. Never felt like they would have to face the consequences of their actions. 3 of Swords, heartbroken over this magic. Victory by any means necessary. Somebody was, yep, you got a whole karmic familial unit and or the justice system that is under fire right now. For whatever they knew and whatever they did not speak on that you've been speaking on, yet you were deemed as crazy. You were deemed as incompetent. There is an ending here. The fact that the world just came out with justice, yeah, some of you are being guided to end individuals in the justice system by taking them to court. Because they were meant to offer you something by now, but they wanted to continuously hold back in order for you to miss this opportunity by succumbing to something. So some of you may have karmic familial units that had individuals in the justice system that were actively working against you. Or these are individuals in some type of secret society or elite society that were actively working to continuously cause you an injustice, and this has backfired. These broken bloodlines are facing major backfires right now, and I don't know what they planned under this new moon, but it blew up in their face in the worst way. Tell me about this magic 3 of Swords. Meant to be broken-hearted and crash out, is what I just heard. What was directed towards you was meant to make whatever they had stated within a court dynamic, proven. They wanted to cover up their lies by directing you lower vibrational work in order for you to succumb to this. Could have been some type of temptation that was sent in and glamorized in order to cause you some type of pain so that you would crash out, so that you would react poorly, or this individual was meant to entrap you in some sort of situation that would, like some sort of individual that was guided to come into your life to try and manipulate you from the inside out. We've talked about this energy before, in order to get you, I'm sorry, I gotta say it like this, get you like addicted to something, or have a lie. Like this individual could have been sent in to make it look like you were promiscuous, or you were relying on outside sources to lead you to some type of stability. Because somebody here did say that you were selling your body, or you were untrustworthy with the amount of abundance you were meant to receive. And in order to make you look untrustworthy, they sent somebody untrustworthy to you in order to keep you company, so that anybody looking into you would see who was connected to you and would deem you as incompetent. Like, you're hanging out with the wrong crowd, these individuals have vices, these individuals do this type of work. And you rejected these offers. You saw right through it. You didn't connect to the wrong individuals, which would have made you look like the wrong individual. This is judgment on this karmic familial unit and any elite trying to keep you from receiving stability. Because this is like, all you want is just stability. That's all you desire, to be able to openly practice your spirituality and your connection to the divine, as well as like having a home, or just not having to deal with this. And these individuals continuously attempted to provoke you in order to get some type of reaction or to set you up. And the divine saved you from all of these setups and all of this chaos. And it looks like there were a few individuals within the judicial system, exactly, just want peace. And these individuals wanted chaos. They wanted war, and they got it, just brought upon themselves. Ugh. And some of you, like, what is even more aggravating is the fact that there are individuals within an elite position or within the judicial system that knew what was going on, but were actively working to keep it under wraps because of their fuck-ups. I don't even think this was to save this karmic familial unit. I think it was to save themselves. Actually, I know it was to save themselves because of what they had realized was being done by this karmic familial unit. The work that was being put in by this karmic familial unit. And you're receiving what was kept from you. For those of you this is for, this is coming to you because somebody behind the scenes is actively on your side. Could be some type of female investigator, Queen of Swords, that has been watching a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or an emotionally unstable masculine energy. I heard keeping eyes on the situation. We got the Star here. Individuals communicating about how you're being recognized, how you're stepping into recognition, how you're healing and trying to go up against that and change their circumstances. And they were willing to travel to do so. Whatever this could be, a Leo, but this was something strong they were willing to pay for that blew back up in their face. And not only do we have this karmic familial unit going through absolute chaos and backfires, we got a third party here. Somebody who, behind the scenes, was attempting to siphon your fertility in order to maintain a connection to somebody who has gained wisdom. Looks like chosen to separate. This is oh man, I don't even think y'all know entirely what has been happening behind the scenes while individuals have been trying to keep up with you. Trying to siphon your energy, your soul star, your fertility. Trying to tank, if you have a platform, tank your platforms, get people to turn against you. This was very elaborate. And there are a lot of individuals who should have made things right that failed you. That you're going to be suing the absolute neutrons out of. A lot of individuals are going to be, I heard, barred and lose their jobs. Let's see what else we got coming out here. Exactly, they tried to be us. Yet you can't mimic divinity. You can't mimic being a chosen one. 10 of Swords. Tell me about this 10 of Swords. But they damn sure tried. Either a Leo attempted to 10 of Swords you, or whatever was sent towards you that a fortune was paid for, they tried to 10 of Swords you for this fortune. Whatever was meant to be directed towards you, it was meant to put you in a position to forfeit your fortune. Fortune. Fortune favors the brave. Fortune favors the bold. You've been very brave. You've had a lot of courage with speaking on what you believe in. And again, within the judicial system, if they had marked you as incompetent, if they had deemed you crazy, they were going up against your freedom of speech, your rights, basically. Freedom of speech as well as freedom of religion. This is like telling, for example, because we all know how boisterous certain evangelists are. This would be like telling an evangelist, because of your beliefs and because of the way that you practice, you're not going to receive justice because we see your freedom of speech and religion as crazy. We deem you as incompetent because of your belief system and how you practice your religion. We got Prince of Staves coming out here. Looks like quick action is being taken in order to correct a wrong. This is also about an individual that was sent towards you because of what they were promised in order to 10 of Swords you. Individuals made a horrible mistake trying to actively cover this up and then do darker workings behind the scenes to make their lies the truth. But the truth has been exposed. We got a, Princess of Staves, Prince of Staves. Not sleeping at night. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Heavy on the Leo out here, but this could be siblings that, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, my divine seal protects the chosen. Indeed. We are all actively protecting each other and calling upon justice to be brought to injustices where individuals felt like they had gotten away with it. And these are individuals that were they celebrated too early. Because I'm gonna be honest, some of you, with these individuals falling on fortune, some of you had siblings that were actively spending or having your money spent on them. Luxuries, new cars, houses, rent. And now some of them don't know how to pay this back. Holding on, I can't make this shit up. They thought that they had got, like, some of this, it could have been a part of your fortune, a partial inheritance released. That these individuals, some maternal or paternal figure signed off on. Because if you are deemed as incompetent and crazy, it would fall upon a maternal or paternal figure to sign off on obtaining access to this. So it looks like you had siblings here that were being spoiled. You had siblings here that were reaping the benefits of your shit. And now all of them are arguing and fighting about how they're going to give this back. I'm also feeling like this is a supernatural sickness that hit somebody that should have known better. We got up at night not sleeping because you're wise, wisdom. You're very intelligent. It's not that you're crazy, you're a genius. And this karmic familial unit, specifically these siblings, are stressed about the fact that you know what they did. They can't make amends with you. They burned that bridge. Now again, this is not going to be everybody's message, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This could be I almost said Pisces. This could be somebody with Capricorn heavily in their chart. King of Staves. I didn't mean to see King of Staves, but that's not a coincidence. We got a King of Pentacles here. King of Staves energy masking themselves as a King of Pentacles with your shit. So this could very well be a paternal figure. A father figure, stepfather, or a brother that was flexing with what was yours while saying that you were a piece of shit, you couldn't take care of yourself, like you always had to rely on them to get things done or to help you out. This is somebody who thought they were big shit, like the king. This is somebody who, if this is not a paternal figure, and this is a sibling that's older than you that felt like they should have been the golden child. They're very pompous, very arrogant. I'm hearing narcissistic and sociopathic. Somebody that was consistently keeping eyes on you, and it's like they were getting a kick out of your pain. While behind the scenes slandering your name and making you out to be some villain. This is also somebody who's intimidated by your wisdom. The fact that you are being perceived as this genius, where this individual prided themselves off of whatever school they attended or whatever they felt like they knew. This is a know-it-all type of energy. I just heard fuck your feelings. This is somebody who's like, fuck your feelings. They don't care about anybody else. Like, if you don't do what this person likes, they'll make your life a living hell. So this very well could be an older sibling. If it's not an older sibling, this is a masculine energy that is an ass. A know-it-all, abusive, narcissistic, didn't give a fuck about your feelings or anybody else's, just wanted to be seen as the one. Wanted to be seen on top, wanted to be seen as this wealthy man. And I'm sorry, like the spice that's coming through my voice right now, this is ancestral energy. Because I'm personally a happy being. Like, I have been happy all day today. But as soon as I started this live, I felt this wrath. And I know it's not mine. It's what these individuals did to you and the way they celebrated and the way they gang stalked you to watch you fall. The way they gang stalked you after every ritual they did to watch you, I just heard deceased. To watch you, somebody may have passed away. It could be this King of Pentacles, this falsified King of Pentacles, with the way that I just loudly heard deceased. Or this is something that you were meant to receive from a deceased individual. Something that I heard, make it right in the afterlife. What you were meant to receive is yours. This is also individuals that got caught up pre-planning or planning your funeral. Like what they were gonna do with hearing about you passing away. Ew, judgment immediately. This is why they were gang stalking you so hard. They were expecting you to be like deceased by now, or hear word that you had been deceased. And they're disappointed. I can't make this shit up because you're still standing on business and speaking the truth. And this could be about a property. Everything that you step into is everything these individuals lose. Whatever hoobly-doobly they were doing over the judicial system, with whatever returns to senders you've been doing, because this was meant to continually cause an injustice on you, has backfired upon them in the judicial system. I'm feeling like somebody lost their shit in court. In the way that you were supposed to crash out and be seen as crazy or emotionally volatile and unstable, somebody else has been, they lashed out at the worst time. Or they were being watched and had an episode. We got a Prince of Pentacles. It fell on this union card, which lets me know some of you are about to receive the title to a property. This is also individuals actively working to block some type of union that they felt like would further lead you to success and happiness. That you're also receiving. We are in spiritual court right now, and the ruling for these motherfuckers is bad. Everybody got their ass dragged to court today. If you're feeling fatigued today, not only are you experiencing ascension symptoms, but you were in the ethers with your team in spiritual court. And everything was being presented. If you're having like memories come up of traumas you've experienced, it's because it's being brought up in the ethers. On how they went against the code is what I just heard. On how individuals went up against the code. They had no code. They had no heart. What did I say? They went up against the code. They had no heart. I almost said soul. This is Ace of Cups. God's love overfloweth. High favor, but this is highly favored, golden chosen. They know this now. Because everything they attempted to take from you, you have received provisions in order to negate that energy. So where you were meant to be homeless, the Most High is making sure you have a place, that you have a space. It's like the in-between. That's not where you're going to stay. If you were having financial difficulties, provisions were coming through to make sure that you would keep your head above water. That you would, I heard smooth sailing from here on out. That you would swim with the provisions given. If you were dropped in barren land and expected not to make it, to starve, to, it's like heat stroke, expected to endure suffering, the Most High has pulled you out for part of your experience was meant to understand the suffering, but you weren't meant to stay there. For you are golden, you are chosen. Exactly, we are so adaptable. It's like any environment we're placed in, we are able to adapt. We are so adaptable. But it's like we are not meant to consistently keep adapting to different circumstances and different energy. We are meant to evolve. We are meant to ascend and understand what's being directed towards us. But this was unnecessary. This was evil. And it seems like there were many, 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 many chances for individuals to make it right. It's like this delay. How do I put this? This delay was not Spirit, help me explain this. I just heard the delay was protection over what was due to you. Many individuals were given a choice to make things right. Now all of them are going under, which means more is being added to what you are receiving. The delay was giving those an opportunity to make amends with what they had done to you. And the more of them that went up against you, the more that you were going to be owed. Not just pertaining to karmic debt, but to how many individuals had invested in your downfall. How many individuals are now getting caught up for what they had planned for you. The delay was to give multiple individuals a chance to make a different choice. Because we knew that you could withstand the hands of time, consistently being provided for and protected. This delay wasn't to disappoint you or to put you in a state of doubt. This delay was to attempt to save those who still harbored some light, but chose continuously the dark. And they forfeited the light that would have led them to their Dharma. They forfeited the light that would have led them to enlightenment and their life's calling, North Node. We got judgment on this balance. This is why these individuals' cards have finally been pulled. It's like the Most High saying, I'm done. I gave you, and you a chance to make a different choice. Yet all you saw were falsified grandeur. What you thought you would receive off of what you thought you could do to my child. And you could have been one of my children. You were meant to be one of my children. But now I've got to take what little is left of your wings. Because the more they made these choices, the more of their angelic energy would be burned off. The more it would be corrupted with darkness. And the closer they got to being bound to a demonic entity. And now they're being ridden by it. I heard the wings of pestilence. We got a star, and this could very well be an individual within the limelight that was given a chance to connect with you, but saw you as being beneath them, even though they were intimidated by you. So there are elite organizations that are also under judgment, or well-known individuals that are under judgment for what they knew and did not act upon. This is a truth that should have been spoken, and they didn't. Because they didn't expect you to make it out of what was being thrown at you from this karmic familial unit, from these exes, from these old friends, like whatever groups were working together, as well as what they were investing in, and then watching to see if it would take an effect. Because their wish fulfillment was to, they were paying for your wish fulfillment, but their wish fulfillment was to watch you be oppressed, institutionalized, watch you fall, watch you be destroyed, and receive everything that they wanted off your energy, which would continuously help them maintain this position of recognition. You had a lot of individuals entranced by your destiny, by your light, by your favor, and how the world moves for you. How you're a master manifester and alchemist, they wanted your abilities to manipulate this realm. We've talked about this before. What did I just say? They traveled for this sacrifice. Bro, judgment immediately on these musky muskrats and these crispy burnt demonic ducks. Because what did they think this was? Who raised these cretins? That's what I want to know. I think they mama and they daddy need a slap. Because who raised these cretins, these Neanderthals? This is how they've always gotten their way. And these are individuals within certain positions you would have never expected to be doing this. Some of you know that there are certain individuals in a position of recognition that do this. Throwing it in everybody's face, yet not expecting the masses to catch on. This is also a karmic familial unit that portrayed to be a certain way, only to be revealed and exposed as the corrupted, broken bloodline they are, with how they acted with this money, what they spent this money on, just overtaken by gluttony, greed, and vanity, while continuously watching you with envious, evil eyes. These whole bloodlines are a mess. We got, exposure on how Two of Pentacles, these ships coming in were meant to be blocked. I'm going to put this in the upright because this is coming through with this exposure. This is why these individuals are heartbroken, because who they sent your way and what they intended to take in effect had none. I would say this is soul sickness, but those that had this soul sickness were given a choice to heal. If they had stepped into their divinity, their path of enlightenment, their soul would have started to heal. Which means any type of supernatural sickness they were experiencing, they would have started to overcome. This is soulless beings. These are individuals that consciously chose to offer themselves up, sacrifice themselves to a darker being, whatever they're worshiping, in order to get fame, fortune, recognition, abundance. Like that. This is what is so frustrating to the ancestral bloodlines connected to these individuals, is it's like they fucked up their entire bloodline, coming for yours. And it looks like you're the only individual within your bloodline that made it out, that made the right choices. You saved your bloodline because anybody else in your lineage, they fucked up bad. Your karmic familial unit, not one of them chose to follow your lead. Not one of them believed in you. If this is your ex's bloodline, your ex is a fallen angel. Your ex may have truly at one point been in alignment with you, had a soul contract with you as a twin flame or a high-level soulmate. They damned their bloodline with what they did to you. The sacrifices they put upon you. It chose money over you. Money is their god. If this is somebody well-known that was supposed to connect to you as a soulmate, with the type of impact you're having on other well-known individuals, this individual envied the fact that other well-known individuals, other celebrities, other content creators look up to you. They're inspired by you. And they tried to take that from you. And in them doing that, they damned their bloodline. This is why ancestors are so angry. Because the material, the matrix doesn't mean shit. Money doesn't mean shit. It's energy. It's divinity. It's light. And the fact that these individuals chose their own selfish needs and what they deemed as a requirement over their path, their calling, has, like, their own ancestors are beating their ass. I would, if I was on the other side. Think about it like this, okay? Think about everything that you've been through, everything you endured within this lifetime, and you pass away, and then you are on the other side guiding somebody in your lineage that is supposed to break the rest off the lineage that you weren't able to. Like, if right now you were a spirit and you were guiding somebody within your lineage, whether it's your child or like a grandchild, you're guiding this soul, and they keep doing darker work, and you're like, no, I told you not to fucking do that. You keep smacking them. You keep giving them warnings, and they keep fucking up. Would you not be mad? Would you not be like, all right, let's throw hands? At this point, I'm going to take your house. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to take everything, since you don't want to fucking listen. How about that? You can fuck around and find out. Exactly. I know I would. I did not come this far to be a guide on the other side and then have an individual that I'm guiding fuck up this bad. I would run them the ultimate fade as an ancestor. And we are the new ancestors. Like, I know when I'm on the other side guiding my children's children, bro, don't make me come back down there as a child of yours. I swear to God. I swear to God, if I gotta come back down to this planet because you ain't listening, I'm gonna make you you gonna wish that you would listened. And it's like these individuals were getting the most blatant signs not to do certain things, to back away from certain individuals, to make amends with you, to repent. Yet they laughed in the face of the Most High. I heard blasphemy. This whole organization, this whole group that continuously traveled in order to obtain what is yours. Relationships, job positions, abundance, wealth, royalty, your energy, the way you are perceived in this realm. And now they've got to, there's an Aries here too. There's an Aries that would not stop. There's an Aries in bad health. If this is not an Aries, this is somebody that continuously waged war on you. They're a part of a 33-degree free rogue Masonic group or an Eastern Star that went rogue, trying to prove their power and be initiated, higher rank. Because of how highly ranked you are in the spirit, this individual felt like if they had your energy, if they had your soul, they would be the most powerful individual within this organization. And they would get what comes with that position. Somebody here, yeah, your fertility. They wanted your fertility in order to prove themselves to this organization. Old money. It's a bunch of old heads right here. Some of these individuals within this old money are, if you are ethnic, they don't like you because not only are you ethnic, but you are a powerhouse that keeps bringing their top dogs down. And they keep watching you communicate the truth. What did I say? They keep watching you communicate the truth. This is old heads right here. King of Staves coming out, watching, monitoring. If this is not old money that has been monitoring you, these are individuals that were working to be initiated within some type of society. King of Staves, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be a stepfather or a father that was actively working to prove themselves within this organization because they wanted some type of fame for their gifts. This person could be a singer, they could be a rapper, or they could be an artist of some sort, but they never made it. Shit, this could be your ex that was trying to be impressive. Whoever these individuals are, they did the utmost in order to get the most, but now they're receiving the most fates. While again, some of you are going to be put in a position, if you're resonating with this, what you receive, you're going to be given the choice to go after the judicial system that failed you. Because they should have looked into you. Win by all means, 10 of Pentacles. Karmic familial unit. They were trying to win by any means necessary. Offering individuals certain jobs to come towards you and look like a counterpart. Yep, to look like a counterpart in order to tempt you and bind you, but you were far too protected for this. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius couple. If it's not a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius couple, these are individuals that like to keep up appearances. And their appearances were starting to falter, not just physical, but their status was starting to falter and fall through with how they came up against you and the backfires they were getting hit with. This 10 of Pentacles is yours. It's coming right towards you. And it is protected. Ancestors fighting behind the scenes, the moon, in order to keep you out of your head about this. It's also individuals going to prison or being institutionalized for these backfires. But with 7 of Staves here, ancestors are making sure that you're not falling into doubt or despair and lowering your vibration with the way these individuals want you to manifest a completely new outcome pertaining to this abundance. Ancestors are saying, keep the vision and tell the vision. They just channeled me the song Tell the Vision by Pop Smoke and Kanye West, which turn the TV off, Kendrick Lamar. But if you listen to the song Tell the Vision, Pop Smoke is talking about we made it. We made it, we made it. This is you having your I made it moment, not losing faith and continuing to trust your team, knowing that they said indiscretion. Anything that had been distorted or an injustice that had been caused to you was being corrected. The reason for the delay, again, was for those that had a sliver of light left being given a chance to choose a side. God was trying to have mercy. The divine was attempting to have mercy on those that were supposed to save their bloodline, because it wasn't just about them. It was about the ancestors on the other side rooting for them, and they let everybody down. Your sister is in jail right now? Woo! Damn! That sounds like a backfire, for sure. You are being protected. If you already have somebody, a karmic familial member in prison, that's where they're supposed to be right now. And like I said, for your new beginning, somebody needed to get moved out of the way. They chose wrong. I wouldn't even say they chose wrong. They just chose what they would experience in this lifetime. So to them, they made the wrong choice. But to the divine, they made the choice of what solidified their experience here. And they let down their entire bloodline. They're being left out of your justice. And it looks like the justice system, there are light workers within the justice system that looked into why you had been left in the cold and how you were making your money. Because like I said, for some of you, there was a karmic familial unit that was trying to send lovers to you to make it appear to be like you sell your ass. They said you were a prostitute. They said you were out here El Chapo, trapping drugs and shit. You had some type of addiction, that you used some type of substance. So looking into you, officials realize that you are genuinely being provided for by the divine. That you are making your money morally and that you don't, Spirit said that's the truth. They're heartbroken over the fact that this judgment has come down upon them for what they attempted to do to you, sacrifice here, judgment, and how your truth is being looked into. You got individuals within the judicial system as well as individuals watching you that know you've been speaking the truth. If you tried to tell law officials like these individuals are trying to hurt me with magic, these individuals laughed at you. They were like, okay, this individual must be crazy because magic, really? Only to look into it and look at this and see these individuals paying for shit to hurt you. Only to go, okay, so there, look, 8 of Swords, that's jail time and also mental entrapment and being institutionalized. There's a dark malicious intent behind what they were paying for. So it's like when you had first stated to law officials, you were first speaking on what happened to you, they thought it was funny. They were like, okay, this individual must really be crazy. But when they saw how determined individuals were to spend money, big money, on trying to cause you some type of harm, they started taking this shit serious. Because they realized, okay, if this individual feels as though they are being threatened, if this individual feels as though they are in danger, and these individuals are actively attempting to cause them danger, and because of what they're paying for is not working, they're trying to send individuals in the physical, this is a fucking problem. Because it's not just about the magic, it's about the intent. Having malicious intent, this is premeditated red rum. It doesn't matter if it's being done with magic, it doesn't matter if it's fucking oregano. If somebody has the intent to cause somebody's death, that is being looked into. Looks like individuals are having this brought up to where they can't explain themselves on why they had such malicious intent towards you, because they don't want to explain the truth. They don't want to tell the truth. Again, it doesn't matter if somebody is like texting other people back and forth, I'm going to cause an ending to this person with oregano. I'm going to cause a demise to this person with oregano. If that is brought up to officials that somebody intends to do harm, malicious intent and premeditated red rum with oregano, that is still premeditated red rum, that is still malicious intent, and it will be tried as so. Yep, it doesn't matter what they were trying to do. We got Capricorn energy. It doesn't matter what they were attempting to use against you, it was the intent behind it. And individuals, law officials know that the intent was for abundance. They wanted to cause the world card an ending to you, to change this abundance to them. Some of you had a friend that you lived with that was also a part of this, that was attempting to do things to you and then document it. So some of you had somebody that was supposed to be a friend, you felt off about it, you moved out from where you were living with this individual. This individual was meant to document you losing your mind. This individual was meant to document something that would be used against you in court, and they're looking into why this individual was even attempting to monitor you in this way. I'm hearing illegally recorded. So you're going to be suing the socks off this motherfucker too. It's voyeuristic energy. Somebody was supposed to put graveyard dirt in your food and then record you losing your shit. Or put graveyard dirt, you could be a wine drinker. This individual may have attempted to offer you wine or some type of beverage. And they had placed something in it to where You may be, like I'm getting, you might not normally black out when you drink because you don't drink that much. Whatever this individual put within your drink, your beverage, it was meant to not only ensure a blackout, but ensure a reaction with the blackout so that they would be able to document it. That's also being looked into. This is also somebody that may have tried to infect you. They could have an incurable STD that you did not get. Seems like this person was trying to put their judgment immediately. They were trying to put their blood on places you would touch or in your food. So some of you had a very fucked up friend that was working with the karmic familial unit. This friend may have tried to press charges against you for whatever you were speaking on, or tried to get the laws on you. They may have connections. This individual is now being institutionalized or imprisoned for what was found out about them, or they're about to be. Or this individual is very sick for what they did to you. Now again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel like for some of you, this individual is in the hospital. And they could be in a mental hospital or in the hospital, and it's being looked into why they're going through what they're going through. Because of how this individual tried to come up against you and reel you back in or put you in a position to lose everything. Could very well be force, Aries energy. So if you moved out of an environment to where you went from a karmic familial unit to somebody you thought was a friend, that friend is being looked into because of what they're going through and what they tried to accuse you of, because you escaped them and you weren't meant to escape. Or this was a karmic familial unit that was doing this and you escaped them and you weren't meant to escape, so they were trying to falsely accuse you, cause you issues. Yep, look, Aries energy. Okay, this could very well be an Aries. If it's not an Aries, it's somebody who continuously, especially with Mars out here force, tried to wage war on you for your destiny. Because they couldn't take it from you, and they also couldn't be a part of it because the bridge they burned with you. With the revolutionary out here, solar eclipse, you eclipse this person the fuck out of your life because you were guided to. God said, get away from this person. They do not have good intentions for you. And you learned why. There were many things that kept popping out. You could have noticed you were being recorded or that these individuals were lurking on you. There could have also been some type of setup in the space you were in. Like if you stayed with this person, they got a room set up for you, but they had cameras in that bitch. And that's also been found out. Some of you had somebody that was very obsessive and envious with you. That was like, I don't like the internet, just nasty. This person is nasty. This is another person you're going to be suing the socks off and the Jimmy Neutrons out of. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because you already knew this. For those of you this message is for, you did not react with what you had found out. This is why you came off as so naive. This is why you came off as so unassuming, because you didn't play all your hands. It wasn't meant for you to. You weren't meant to approach this individual and be like, I know you have cameras in this bitch, and I know that you're recording me, and you're trying to infect me, and you're trying to do this, this, and this, whether it's a karmic familial unit or a friend. God was like, be quiet. Silence is your power. I need you to move when I tell you to move. When I move, you move. Just like that. So you peep the shit. You called judgment on the shit. You asked God to expose your enemies, and there were certain things happening to these people that could not be explained other than God showing you, these are ops. Now you see it. I'm going to give you guidance on how to move with this information. All of this is being brought up. What you went through, this is why this shit's going global. What you went through was continual setups and traps to fuck you over and put you in a position to not receive this abundance or step into stardom. And with how many people were a part of this, it is going to be talked about. Some of you, this is newsworthy. Some of you, this is newsworthy, like global. People are going to be hearing, like your story is going to go down in history with how brutal this is. How many individuals were in on this? How much was up against you? Like the things that were made up about you or attempted to be used against you. This is maniacal. How you were, yep. How they attempted to sacrifice you. We got Aquarius energy, I know, with the star. I know they escaped. Bruh. It is 222 right now. For some of you, it's 722. 222 is 6. This is about With it being a 6, some of you are walking right into connections that are fated for you, along with this recognition. Also, 722 is 11, alignment. 522 is 9, an ending. And with the star coming out here, 222 energy adding up to 6, this led you to the connections that you were meant to make, with heights that you were reaching, that without what had happened to you, you would have had, it would have taken you longer to reach this position. Not saying you wouldn't have, but this is really going to blow everybody's fucking mind. This is going to blow everybody's mind with what you step into. Because this is a lot of individuals that were actively working to take you out, to sacrifice you. Neptune sacrifice. We do have a new moon in Pisces. So they could have been working with this new, Neptune is Piscean energy. They could have been working with the Pisces, but I feel like this is kind of giving full moon energy. The last full moon we had was in Leo. Leo is will, force, strength. So with the fact that they're bringing up the moon cycles, it's like they were trying to pinpoint the perfect moon cycle to find you weak, to find a weakness. And with Aquarius energy being the star, they now know that you escaped this sacrifice because this was pre-planned. Tell me more about this escape and the star energy, Aquarius. Grand Trine blessings and return age. Thank you, Spirit, with owning. With individuals knowing that you escaped the sacrifice, you have stepped into all that is due to you. There's with Saturn return here, there's a return happening, a massive one. Your Dharma, what is owed to you. Not only are these individuals in karmic debt to you, but it's like the divine is in debt to you. And this debt is to be paid off because of everything that you've been through. It was unfair. It was uncalled for. It was necessary for your evolution and advancement, but to this extent, like, this is like restitution from the divine for everything that you, your children, your fur babies, like all that you experienced, all that you were guided to overcome. I won't even say guided to overcome. It's everything that you felt like you had to overcome because you weren't gonna quit, you weren't gonna give up, and neither the fuck were they. This was a battle that wore you the fuck down. This is like a soul tired. For some of you, with what you receive, you're not even gonna know what to do with it, like, fully. Because this is like you being, I won't even say it, yeah, you being in survival mode for so long that not having to, like, fight may somewhat bring on some slight depression. I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to affirm that that's what it'll do, but like with the feeling they're giving me is like finally being in your dream home, finally having your inheritance, like finally having what is due to you. It's like, damn, like I'm so fucking, my soul is so tired, dude. I don't even know how to enjoy this because I've all my life, the entirety of the time that I've been here, I've been fighting. Before I had been awake, I had been fighting the abuse going on in this karmic familial unit, fighting all of the opposition of those that I now realize were directed towards me to cause me pain, you know, fighting against the heartbreak and the betrayals, and then getting to a point where it's like I have everything I ever wanted now. Fuck, you just said that? That's what I'm feeling. And it's like, when you receive this, if you start to feel that way, it's like, yes, remind yourself where you came from, but also don't, it's almost like survivor's guilt. Like you're the last one looking out. Like you're the last one in your kingdom after this fight. I won't even say in your kingdom. And you're looking out over all that you've overcome. And you're just like, it's lonely at the top. Like, fuck. Like everybody that should have loved me and that should have been here is not. Because of the choices they made. And it's kind of just sitting there and being like, damn. What does it mean now? What does it all mean? It's like the divine wants you to remind yourself, like I said, yes, where you came from, but what you came here to do. with what you receive. They want you to allow yourself to be happy. It's hard to explain this feeling because it's like, for those I'm reading on, you went from having a very distorted, abusive, karmic familial dynamic, but before you woke up to what these individuals were doing, like, they were around. There was, like, your ex had issues. Like, you had individuals around you that at one point you thought, like, they were, I'm gonna take care of these people, like, they're gonna ride with me. Even though they weren't shit. They're not shit. But at one point you felt as though the individuals around you would always be connected to you. And then to be, it's like being the only one that makes it out of Squid Games. Being the only one that makes it out of Hunger Games and going, damn. This is, and it's like, picture that. You get pulled out of Hunger Games. You're the last one that makes it out of Hunger Games. And then all of a sudden they want to bring you to the Capitol. And you're looking at all this glitz and glamour, but like, it's just you. I'm hearing that is a spiritual PTSD as well as childhood PTSD that needs to be addressed with what it is you're receiving. So it's like, don't allow yourself to get depressed when you receive this. Because you're the only one that made it out. You're the last man or last woman standing. And that's, it's hard to explain that feeling, but for those of you it's for, you get it. You're the last man, the last woman standing after this war. And it's like you're finally there, you're stepping into this milk and honey. You're meant to enjoy this. Like it's like you're meant to eat good. You're meant to live good with the blessings, grand trine, you're receiving. But it's like you don't want to let yourself enjoy it because of how long you've had to fight and who you had to fight up against and what they had done to you. But again, we got I will, I balance. And this is the divine saying, your will, your drive, your strength brought you into this new tax bracket because you didn't give up. It's also the divine saying, like, allow yourself to have this justice, to receive this win. Allow yourself to win. Water element sensing. Because you're already picking up on fourth house roots. That you're the only one that made it out, made the right choices within this karmic familial unit. You broke off your bloodline, what took these others down, what corrupted them. And you're being celebrated for what you have done for your bloodline. It's also individuals thinking they had roots on you and that they would bring you back from where you're at with love and North Node life's purpose. It does, exactly, feel like Neo. But you are Neo, the one. N-E-O-O-N-E. You are the one. You were chosen for this. Your North Node required you to release all those that were coming up against you or would later come up against you due to due to the fact of how easily they would be corrupted when something was thrown in their face. Whether it was a bribe or it was an opportunity to advance. So with North Node life's purpose here, Plutonian transformation, your life is about to change. Your life has changed. You have changed. I see. This is also about Pluto, transformation, death, card 11, alignment. Somebody has aligned themselves with a permanent ending. And with body, at the bottom of the deck, some individuals like, okay, for example, these individuals may have been trying to observe you to see what was working, to see if what they were sending was working by looking at your body. And which, my arms, for example, so they may have been like, oh, this person is losing weight. There must be something attached. Like, we must have finally attached something to them. Not realizing, like, if they're seeing you in short sleeve shirts, they're not realizing. For example, I gotta show you my muscles, okay? I gotta show you the muscles. There's a reason I'm showing you that. Because individuals may be looking at your appearance and not seeing it correctly because of what you're wearing. And the way that you pop out has shaken these individuals because they now realize that the physical transformation that you have, that you have experienced, you don't show off. But when you do, it shocks these individuals that tried to send and attach death to you, or an entity that was meant to eat you from the inside out. So they know with what they're now finally seeing with Sagittarius IC, with what they thought they were seeing and what they finally see, they were not able to attach an entity. And the reason this is relevant is you are going to hear somebody within this karmic lineage or somebody connected to them that is a practitioner is passing away. And they were relaying information back to them incorrectly. That's why I had to flex for y'all, because I know. You see my arms in the shirt, they look small. This is what they're peeping. Is they're not realizing healing. You are here. They were trying to take your healing, attach something to you to put you in an unhealed state, to create some type of dis-ease in your body that has backfired upon them because you're still healing. That's why I had to flex for y'all. Because I know there are some practitioners watching me that are like, oh, it looks like her arms have gotten smaller. No, I'm just in a short sleeve shirt, bitch. Mind your business. Uno reverse on a bitch, exactly. They're in South Node energy, deads. So again, this was an attempt to heal somebody that came up against you while also putting you in a position to forfeit your life. So that they could not only heal, like they needed your energy to heal, but they also needed you gone so that something would be rerouted to them. So again, if you were going through some type of like weight issues, you were losing weight, you were gaining weight, you could have had some like health issues, these individuals were trying to take your healing abilities. They were trying to swap destinies with you to put you in South Node energy so they could be in North Node. Somebody is desperately needing healing. Somebody may also have their Fang may not be working, or their Punani may not be working. Or there's something wrong with it. This could be somebody that, yeah, look, 7th house, a friend and a partner teamed up together. So some of you, it looks like, or if this is not a friend, 11th house friendships, this is somebody that you saw as a friend. Could be a sibling that now has something wrong with their punani or their rod because of how they were messing around with each other. Somebody that felt like a past life partnership was a connection, a divine connection. So some of you had a fallen angel ex mess with a family member or a friend, and they ended up getting something. And now they feel like if they destiny swap with you and steal your energy, it will heal them. It's probably for those of you that has escaped a situation where an individual had something that you were meant to get and you didn't get it. Could have been this old friend you were living with that had something incurable and was trying to put their blood or something in your food or where you like touch, like on doorknobs and shit. Or this was a lover that was sent to you to infect you. And you were saved. Whether it was a friend or an old partnership, you did not contract what these individuals have. But they have. And it looks like everybody can see or smell it. Not only do these individuals smell like death, Spirit is making sure it is exposed what they did with what's going on. Ugh. You're in your destiny. And they know this. Ew. I don't like, That's nasty. I judgment. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Little nasties. Ew. This is exactly why we're celibate. People be nasty like this. And some of us had individuals sent that had something towards us. And we were like, I smell it on you. I smell it on you. Get away from me. No. Yeah, we're just inner knowing. We just knew. The Most High gave us that knowing to completely cut cords, cut ties, and disconnect. Like I said, this is another reason why we are celibate. I've been celibate for 3 years. I plan on being celibate for another 3 years, if not more, because people be nasty and demonic. And we have come too far not to keep our eyes where they need to be. With card 44, blessings, and I can't make this shit up. Card 17, inner knowing. Card 44, blessings. And there's 844 in the live right now. Bro, Bro, that's 8-8, and we got 8-8 right here. Bro, this is definitely a sign. You already know these blessings are coming through for you right now. This is real-time energy. You about to touch this shit. You're about to be able to relax. What did I see? You're about to be able to relax with surrender here. Because individuals are being forced to surrender. Whether it's a karmic familial unit or elite individuals that were working behind the scenes, anticipating a karmic familial unit attacking you, and then adding to it. You have balanced this out. Splendor. Splendor fell right on embrace. You're about to touch what's supposed to make you happy. And again, this is global. Some of you, personal transformation, like this is like enjoy the peace and quiet now. Enjoy the mundane now. Because with personal transformation, some of you, the world's about to know your name because of what individuals did to you. Everybody's going to know you everywhere you go. Looks like for some of you, you already have individuals in a position of recognition that are inspired by you. They see this quality within you. They're impressed with you. They were guided to observe you. So you see how this Ganesh is here just chilling, like meditating. There's this golden glow. And then you have these deities all around Ganesh. This lets me know that there are other individuals, other light workers in a position of recognition that see your glow. They know you are a deity. They know that you are a reincarnated god and goddess. And God has, the divine and the Most High God has guided these individuals to watch you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But for some of you, you got eyes on you. Eyes in positions you would have never expected. We got relaxation coming back out and be open to receiving. Finally, things have been made right. And again, I got a confirmation earlier this Grand Rising. 2 Galactic Golden Ukkies commented on my videos and said that they had won in court against karmic familial members. This is your confirmation. It has been made right. And you're receiving what's meant to put you in a position to be able to really nurture yourself, take care of your health, and invest in your health. Cultivation. It's been a long time coming. There's been a decision made on you. And like I said, spiritual practice here. Some of you, because of how the judicial system failed you and went up against you because of your spiritual beliefs and practices, you're going to be suing them. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. You were, like I said, to mark you crazy and incompetent, there needs to be proof that you were on some type of vice, that you have some type of addiction, that this money would have been squandered on. There needs to be proof that you were out here selling your ass and that this money would go towards lower vibrational means and would put you in a position to be further destructive to those around you and yourself. There's got to be proof that you cannot pay your bills, that you were homeless, or that you can't take care of yourself. And there's got to be proof that you are a danger to yourself and others with the mental instability they claimed that you had. And none of this has been proven. So whoever wrote off on this, not only are they losing their job, but you suing the judicial system that failed you. And you better sue it's part of your spiritual quest. You better sue the absolute neutrons out of every single one of them. You do have hidden destiny helpers that have been paying attention, documenting what you spend your money on, like looking into you. And they know that, like I said, you make your money morally, you don't have friends, like you're in solitude, you're in meditation most of the time. Like anything you do spend money on pertains to food, pet food, food for your babies, rent, and bills. Possibly things that are a part of your spiritual practices, like anointed candles or certain oils you may spend your money on, or crystals, like you may get some amethyst or some rose quartz, like whatever, some quartz candles, whatever it is. You not out here fucking hurting nobody. You may even be doing reversals, but that's just the reversal of the energy that was, or the intent and the entity sent towards you. You are not doing it with malicious intent. You are doing it in order to reverse the energies directed towards you, with how individuals tried to sabotage you and destroy you. Yeah, you could be investing in buying Bibles. You could have journals. Whatever you invest your abundance in, it is not what these individuals tried to make it out to me. Because you are far from crazy. You are a genius. And you just know when certain individuals are directing you lower vibrational intent, entities, and energy. And you know how to redirect that energy to where it came from. This is all things you've been guided to by the divine. These are all things that you've been guided to by God, and they know this because of how they've been keeping up with this karmic familial unit, as well as how they've been keeping up with you. And there are two different agendas here. You're a healer. What did I just say? Healing. You're a healer. You invest your monetary means on healing, while these individuals invest their monetary means on malicious intent and destruction. You're a healer. This is why this decision has been made upon you with what they've been seeing. You're just seeking joy out of the existence that you have with what's been done to you. Ending message, divine. It's been prioritized. And with the way that this just fell in my lap, it's gonna fall right in your lap. This is gonna put you in a position to reclaim what individuals thought they had stolen from you. It's coming right towards you. And what I mean by that with wholeness, this is like you losing everything in life. Like some of us lost a house. We lost hundreds of thousands or thousands of dollars worth of our shit because of what these individuals did. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I resonate with this, where I told the divine, like, I know with what I went through, I had to go through it, but like, what these individuals did to me was not fair. And what I had to leave with, heartbreaking, bro. And I know that you're making it right, but this was life's work I had to leave behind because of other individuals' greed and gluttony. These were years I spent building up. Years I had spent, making a life for myself. That when these individuals did what they did to me, I had to pick up and leave immediately. I had to leave my whole life behind. And I know why God had me go through that. But I also know that what God taketh, God giveth 10 times over. So with this wholeness, this is like you are to be whole again because of how you are whole inside. You are to be whole again because of how you are whole inside. Everything these individuals thought they had stolen from you, everything that you had to let go of and surrender, is being brought back tenfold. It is a priority. And what these individuals expected to see you remain at the bottom, and now they're seeing you go right towards the top. We got positive outlook here. Your positive outlook has paid off. Positive outlook on prosperity. Yep. Your positive outlook has paid off. You knew you were going to get this back and then some. You trusted. God said, I need you to be positive about this situation. I need you to see the silver lining. I need you to trust me. And we said, okay, I trust you. I'm going to maintain my positivity. I'm going to see the silver lining in everything that had happened to me. And it led to prosperity. We got revelation here. You were told that this would come. New beginning. We were told, have courage. Because there will come a time, you are getting this channel now. Like, this was, for some of us, years ago. Years ago, we received this channel, this download from the Most High that said, trust me, believe me, you will receive what is due to you. And this is what's going to happen to these individuals that came up against you. Some of us tried to warn them. Some of us said, if you do this, this is what's going to occur. And they laughed at that. They said, you're never going to get justice. You're never going to have this restored in your life. You're never going to have shit. And we're going to make sure of it. Only for all of this to blow up in their face and for all of them to watch you win. Card 22, harmony. Harmonization. They laughed. They thought it was funny. It's not funny anymore because there's a massive change here. Your life is balancing out in the way that you have balanced out your energy. The way you've released resentment, anger, depression. The choices that you made that led to this moment. Acceptance. So Spirit's saying, accept delight because it is yours. You're being repaid for your perseverance. This is, like I said, restitution. And some of you are going to be getting restitution for how the judicial system failed you, as above, so below. So if the divine is giving you restitution, some of you are about to receive restitution from the judicial system. Those that failed you. Those that wrote off, like some of you have psychologists that were guided to, right, like sign that you were crazy. And they had no right. They're losing their job too, as well as their licenses. Some of you are going to be suing every motherfucker. The judicial system, anybody, I will say anybody that signed up, because this includes like power of attorney, lawyers, the corporations they work for. Like some of you, I'm here to verify you're not just a millionaire. You're a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire because of how many individuals you're going to be suing. How many individuals fucked up? They can all get it, exactly. We got reflection and be candid and empowerment. So my be candid is basically be humble. It's also move in silence. With reflection, because as within, so without, this is being reflected back into your experience and the power you hold. Again, you're coming up against individuals that have been perceived as holding power and authority in the physical, only to come up against somebody that holds far more power and authority in the spiritual. And these are individuals that are being towered as we speak because of how they tried to hinder you, how they tried to take from you. Some of these judicial figures took bribes, and it was masked as some type of gratuity. So for those of you this is for, congratulations, because you just won in court. Achievement unlocked. You just won because you continued to be yourself. You continue to stand in your divinity, and at every angle these individuals tried to sabotage you, you transmuted that sabotory energy into creativity, into streams of abundance, into success, into joy. You didn't become like those that came after you. You didn't become like those in your bloodline that failed your bloodline. You didn't become bitter. You became better. And this is why you're receiving what you are receiving. Stay open to it. And believe me, are they using the moon cycles? Yeah. They're going to continually try to do things to save their ass because of the towers that have already hit. But you already won. This is yours. So for those of you this message is for, you are receiving communication about what's coming through. You could be in an entirely different state. These individuals I feel like are coming towards, it's not just going to be a call. I feel like there is going to be a meetup in the physical, or you're going to have to travel to sign off on something, or to even testify up against these individuals. Now again, this is not everybody's message, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For others, because I actually might do another live over here, we'll see. Because for others, this is these individuals thinking they got away with this, only to have what they had done exposed, and then you placed in a position of recognition to where you're receiving 10 times more than what these individuals had thought they had gotten away with. I just heard that is the channel in itself. You are receiving justice, whether it is from the justice system or via God convicting the justice system, or the Most High, the divine, bringing through for you justice to where these individuals with the bridges they burned will have no access to what you've stepped into. And what they thought they had gotten away with is only a crumb of the harvest, the loaf of bread you are receiving. So I just heard you will eat, and you will eat in front of all your enemies. Psalms 23. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't think another live will be necessary today. We'll see. I'm gonna go out and ground. If I don't do another live over here, I'm going live on TikTok, so y'all can travel over there. I will actually probably post the live from TikTok over here as the second live if it ties into the energy we just spoke on today. So if I will not be seeing you over on TikTok in like 30 minutes, then I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, congratulations. This was a long time coming, but I will say it took a long fucking time. This was years. Years you held faith. Years you held hope. And every time it would start to dwindle, the divine would send you a sign. No, this is really happening for you. This is really coming through. Please be patient. Please trust us. Every time you would go, fuck, like it's been 1 year, it's been 2 years, it's been 3 years, it's been 4 years, it's been 5 years. God, is this ever going to be made right? You kept seeing signs. Yes, trust, have faith. All provisions will be provided, but you are receiving justice for this injustice. And this is your confirmation. Your patience is paid off. Don't lose faith now. Don't lose hope now. Because you are a lot closer to this breakthrough. They said, what God has for you is right around the corner. Even though you haven't reached, for some of you, you haven't reached that corner yet and you don't see what's around that corner, you're about to turn that corner and perceive it. It's about to be a part of your physical reality because you didn't see what was happening behind the scenes, but you felt it. You trusted the divine and where you were being led, and you're about to see it with the corner that you turn. So this is exactly blind faith. This is your confirmation. You have received justice. And you may be actively being repeatedly attacked because these individuals are like, if I can't have it and if I'm going down, I'm bringing you down with me. So continue to reverse the intent and the entities and continue to balance and alchemize the energy for the benefit of not only yourself but humanity. Know that if you are being bombarded like this, individuals feel desperate. And you got to know if they're feeling desperate, there is something that is played behind the scenes not in their favor. So hold strong. Maintain fortification and trust and faith. I love you guys, and I will see you, like I said, if not over on TikTok, I will upload that TikTok over here if it will let me, because it didn't let me last time. I may need to make some space on my phone. But if it does, you will see it posted. But if I will not see you over on TikTok, I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, remain peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and stay understanding, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like XXXTentacion would say, y'all say, hey, if anybody tells it to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car. Vroom, vroom. With your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. So until next time, I love y'all. I am proud of you. And I appreciate all that you have done along this journey, not just for yourself, but for humanity. You are due justice and you are receiving it. It was only a matter of time. So until next time, drink your water, remain grounded, stay balanced, and maintain your faith. It has paid off, I promise you. And until next time, bye. And I love you.